Hi, Putney and Wandsworth. Hope you've had a great week and are staying safe. We'd like to start off by saying thank you so much for your responses on Seesaw. Your creativity, your imagination, perseverance, and the amount of effort you've put in them, so evident to see. And we loved going through them. So, cannot wait to see what your responses are to this week's challenges. For this week's literacy video, I would like to share a new book I have bought called The Journey. I was drawn to this book not only for its beautiful illustrations that I will share with you in a moment, but also from the summary that I read online before I bought it. And it's a story told through the eyes of a young girl that explores her mother's difficult decisions to escape the war to find safety for her and her family. And I thought this was a great opportunity to think about something we've never really discussed before, but also to exercise our listening and empathy skills as we read this story told through the eyes of a refugee who is migrating to somewhere new. And I'd like to share the author's note with you, which will hopefully make clearer why I thought it was a great story to share with you guys. So the author's note, written by Francesca Sanna, says, "The journey is actually a story about many journeys, and it began with the story of two girls I met in a refugee centre in Italy. After meeting them, I realised that behind their journey lay something very powerful. So I began collecting more stories of migration and interviewing many people from many different countries. A few months later, in 2014, when I started studying Master of Arts in Illustration at the Academy of Lucerne, I knew I wanted to create a book about these true stories. Almost every day on the news, we hear the terms migrants and refugees, but we rarely ever speak or hear their personal journeys that they have had to take. This book is a collage of all those personal stories and the incredible strength of the people within them." So sit back and get comfortable while I read this to you, and at the end I will tell you what your task will be for this week. What is it like to have to leave everything behind and travel many miles to somewhere unfamiliar and strange? A mother and her two children set out on such a journey, one filled with fear of the unknown, but also great hope. I live with my family in a city close to the sea. Every summer we used to spend many weekends at the beach, but we never go there anymore because last year our lives changed forever. The war began. Every day bad things started happening around us, and soon there was nothing but chaos. And one day the war took my father. Since that day, everything has become darker, and my mother has become more and more worried. The other day, one of my mother's friends told her that many people are leaving. They are trying to escape to another country, a country far away with high mountains. "What is this place?" we ask our mother. "It is a safe place," she tells us. "And where is this place?" we ask again. She shows us pictures of strange cities, strange forests, and strange animals until she finally sighs, "We will go there and not be frightened anymore." We don't want to leave, but our mother tells us it will be a great adventure. We put everything we have in suitcases and say goodbye to everyone we know. We leave at night to avoid being seen and keep moving for many days. The further we go, the more we leave behind. We finally arrive at the border. It is an enormous wall and we must climb over it. But, oh no, you are not allowed to cross the border. Go back, shouts an angry guard. We have nowhere to go and we are very tired. In the darkness, the noises of the forest scare me, but Mother is with us and she is never scared. We close our eyes and finally fall asleep. Shouting wakes us up. It's the guards. They are looking for us and we must hide. Quick, this way, whispers our mother. We run and run until a man we have never seen before appears. Mother gives him some money and he takes us over the border. It is dark and nobody sees us. Our journey is not over yet, our mother tells us. The sea stretches far and wide ahead of us and we must cross it. How will this be possible? We have boarded a ferry with so many people. There is not much space and it rains every day, but we tell each other stories. Tales of terrible and dangerous monsters that hide beneath our boats, ready to gobble us up if the boat capsizes. The boat rocks and rocks as the waves grow bigger and bigger. It feels like the sea will never end. We tell each other new stories, stories about the land we are heading to, where the big green forests are filled with kind fairies that dance and give us magic spells to end the war. As the sun rises, we see land for the first time in days. The boat rocks silently to shore. Our mother tells us we are very lucky to still be together. Is this the place where we will be safe? We ask. It is close, she says with a tired smile. We travel for more days and more nights, crossing many borders. From the train I look up to the birds that seem to be following us. They are migrating just like us, and their journey is very long too, but they don't have to cross any borders. I hope one day, like these birds, we will find a new home, a home where we can be safe and begin our story again. I hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. What I particularly liked was the ending because it gave me a chance to reflect on the issues that were brought up, but also the chance to imagine what the next part of the story might look like. And that is linked to your challenge this week. I would like you to write an extension to this story and imagine what they might see, how they might feel, even what they might hear compared to the life that they were living before. And inspired by the illustrations, I thought another part of the challenge could be to either draw a picture or create a stop frame animation to bring your story to life. Now you can make this a collaborative task because creating a stop frame animation or writing a story is always a fun activity to do with someone else. And I had the help of my little helper. Here she is. Say hi, Katie.
Hi.
And what we did is we wrote a short paragraph about what we think would happen next. And then we created a stop frame animation using Play-Doh and an iPad where we took pictures of our animation as it was going along. And we really hope you enjoy what we came up with. Should we show them?
Yeah.
And soon enough, we found a land to call our new home. It was different to the sand and sea that we were used to, but it was still beautiful. Everything we were told was true, and here they had high mountains as high as the tallest trees, and the atmosphere was peaceful. Loud bangs were replaced by the wind whistling in our ears and the relieved breaths of joy of our new friends. The birds sang to us, clearly echoing our emotions of safety and joy. There were also other children who we played with and sang songs to remind us of the obstacles we had overcome to bring us here. Every now and then I look up at the skies, hug my family tight, and sometimes I'm sure I can see my father with his large round red glasses smiling down at us. It was the journey that made us grateful for what we have and what we can look forward to. So guys, that was our version of what we thought would happen next. Now our writing wasn't particularly long, but what we focused on more was imagining where their journey would take them on to next and on stop frame animation to bring it to life. If we could give you any advice, it would probably be to keep the device as still as possible, whether you are using an iPad or a phone, because we were using a phone to take pictures of our stop frame animation and then moving it along, but we didn't quite manage to keep the phone still, did we?
Nope.
Nope, not at all, and it meant that our video was quite jolty when we pressed play, but that's fine because we made a mistake, we've learned from it, and next time we know what to do. So I would also definitely recommend making it a collaborative task because it was a really fun little project to do together. So if there is someone in your household that you can collaborate with, then please do. I'll be posting an activity on Seesaw for you to respond to. Remember, it doesn't have to be a stop frame animation. You can simply draw a picture and record your voice over it. We chose to put music in the background, but once again, that decision is up to you. You may choose to put sound effects instead or nothing at all. Can't wait to see your versions of it. And guys, please remember to
Have fun.
have fun indeed and be creative. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.